Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here today. Taking a few moments with me. If you want to follow along, we will be in the book of Genesis chapter 23, and we're going to look at one verse, verse 4, and very simply, I am a sojourner and foreigner among you. Give me property among you for a burying place, that I may bury my dead out of my sight. That verse is one that's not just dripping with theological need to great in-depth study of the Hebrew to understand what is going on. What I'd like to do with that is what strikes me as I think about it is Abraham's position here. We know what's going on. We've talked about this now. Sarah has passed away, and he goes to the Hittites in verse 3 and asks them for some property, a place, burial plot for his deceased wife. And he says something there that what I want to focus on are the opening words of this statement when he says, I am a sojourner and a foreigner. If you go back, and we've covered this a couple verses at a time, but if you were to go back and read through Abraham's whole story here, as he has first set foot in Canaan, he has always acted like a sojourner and a foreigner. He hasn't showed out, I guess might be the phrase, to the people who live there, recognizing that he was again a traveler, that he was a sojourner in that land, not claiming the land, saying, well, God gave me this land, y'all get out. He was very careful. He was very wise, and he walked among his neighbors with caution. He walked among his neighbors carefully, simply serving God, loving God, living for God, but not getting tangled up. He recognized he was a sojourner. He was just passing through. He was just, he was in a foreign land, and he was just passing through. He didn't expect anything extraordinary from the people who were there. He recognized they weren't godly people. He didn't expect any favors from them, anything like that. Again, he knew they weren't his people. They weren't serving his God. And so he just simply is waiting on God. He is waiting on God to do his thing. God brought me here. God has put me here for a purpose, and now I will wait. A sojourner is simply a stranger. He says, I'm a stranger here. I'm a foreigner here. I don't belong here. I know I'm the new kid on the block, and so I'll just I'll just hang out here and wait for what God is going to do. And that's what speaks to me as I read this verse. I mean, we're in a sad passage of Scripture as Abraham is dealing with the death of his wife of many years, the mother of his son, and he's dealing with that. But the fact that Abraham recognizes that is a good lesson. Reminder for you and I. That's exactly, we have that same testimony. We're just sojourners. We are foreigners here. The Bible teaches us we are part of another kingdom. We are part of another family. We are just passing through this world. We shouldn't expect anything out of the way. We shouldn't expect any special treatment, special favors from a lost world. But instead, we simply live a life waiting patiently on God, living for God, waiting on God, being a witness of God among our Hittites. We do not live among the Hittites, but our Hittites, our neighbors, our strangers, our co-workers. We are, when you go into the workplace, when you go out walking in your neighborhood for exercise, when you go to the store, you are a stranger and a foreigner. You're a sojourner. If you're a child of God in this world, you're a stranger. You're a foreigner. And we live differently. I know when we were in China, you live differently. You act differently when you're in somebody else's country. And we are in this world. The Bible tells us that Satan is the principalities of this world. And so we live differently, simply waiting on God to open the doors that he would have us to pass through. You think about that today as you go out, that you're a sojourner, you're a stranger. So we live differently, we act differently, and we wait on God just as Abraham waited on God with his Hittites. You think about it. Have a great day. We'll see you here tomorrow morning.